I'm watching Knight Rider. Man.
Yeah, you wish you have one now, right?
Right now I only got the 118 scale model.
Let's talk about buying used cars online.
Yep.
How about that?
Yep.
Sure.
So over the recent years, we see a lot more websites popping up, buy and sell cars and stuff like that.
Correct.
And we've also learned that there are scams going around, right?
Correct.
On the internet. Many people have lost money, know. So what are some of the things to watch out for when it comes to, looking for a used car online?
Well, Tom, you also have people buying and selling cars on ZKH forum.
Yeah, on 0 to 100.
I mean, I myself, I'm now with Carlist for the past 2 years. Before that, I was with AutoBuzz. So all my life in this line of work have been on websites that facilitate buying and selling cars online. And scams really happen everywhere. I mean, all the online, buying and selling websites, there are scams lurking in there waiting to trap and unsuspecting.
How do you identify which listing is actually a scam and which is genuine?
I think if you're gonna ask money in advance, it's definitely a scam.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, these are all very obvious signs that you should be more careful.
Last time when I was still in AutoWorld, we first noticed there were some postings, right, of cars that are priced too good to be true. Okay. Those were what I call the early edition scammers. They were the less refined ones. Okay. Let's say for example, 3 years ago, somebody puts say a BMW E90, okay, or Mercedes W124, 20K, 35K. Wow, too good to be true, right? But if you look closely, right, you notice, why the picture is from overseas? It's very obviously overseas one because number plate different, background also not.
Left-hand drive maybe.
Oh no, right-hand drive lah. Right. So a lot of them UK spec. Okay. So then we check. Okay, because last time in AutoWorld we checked we have our colleagues who check the listings.
You vet through them.
But because the manpower was limited, so we check at random.
Yep.
Okay. So then we'll call and see, some of this one you call cannot get through one, only can communicate by email. And they will they'll concoct some grandmother story, They'll say that, I'm some expat who went back to Italy, say the car I bought in Malaysia, I'm bringing back overseas with me, but caught in customs, I cannot bring it through. So now I want to sell it back to Malaysia and all that. And at a very, very low price, just so that to let go of the car, something like that. But the fellow is going to ask you to bang in a certain amount of money, okay, as a guarantee.
Booking fee?
Yeah, okay. And voila. And some people who will fall for it, they'll put the money down and the money will disappear.
Then what happens? Like they try to call them again and then they're uncontactable.
And they will call and then after they will call the website.
Which is you guys, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So but then too late, because we cannot do anything. Okay, and also we do our best to vet through the listings, but there are sometimes the occasional scam.
That's true.
And also we note as towards the end of my time in Ottawa, I noticed that the scams are becoming more and more refined. Right? They start to use more legit looking pictures and all.
Local pictures,
yes.
You can
so
see.
Now I'm with Carlist. Okay. Carlist, we have a dedicated team. Okay, that wets through the listings. Yeah. But the thing is that, right, there are 100,000 cars listed on Carlist.my. Okay, and every day we have a few hundred new listings being added.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot. Okay, so our team works throughout the week to check through to moderate every listing. Okay, you don't have to moderate everyone actually, because some of the listings are put there by our dealers. Dealers who actually paid us to list. Those we are very assured they are genuine. Okay. But it's the question of the private sellers. The private sellers, those are the ones that we read through and we say, okay, this one legit. We actually put a requirement for them to submit a photocopy of their registration card. Okay. So the instances of scammers are less. Yep. But it's not totally foolproof.
because like when you ask them to register to list on your website, right? I'm sure you will ask for some identifications, right?
Correct.
So even that, you have scammers who could provide that information and register as a legit seller and put up listing.
Because it's very simple. They can just go and look at listings from another person's listing and duplicate the listing. Like one of our friend, I think Chris, who appeared in a previous episode.
Yeah.
He had his car listed on Muda without his name.
Oh, you mean like so?
Somebody's selling his car for him.
He was selling his car somewhere else.
Maybe he was, yeah.
Okay.
Or no, I think it was he maybe he bought his car secondhand from someone else. Okay. But someone else saw the original listing that the previous owner put up, took that picture and duplicated it back.
Oh.
Yeah. Now I'm quite sure all the major online selling portals in Malaysia, Carlist, Muda, and all of us, we all have people dedicated to vet through all these listings. But I don't know, I can't speak for Muda, okay? And I'm sure they have their people in place. But for Carlist, you can imagine we have one team vetting through hundreds of listings a day. So surely one or two will occasionally fall through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're saying that if I'm looking for a used car, online, I should always make sure that I can see the car, touch the car, feel the car before I put down any money.
Yeah, simply put, if you did not see the car in person, meet the seller and check the documents, you don't pay a single cent.
I think just like buying anything online.
Correct. Even though they keep telling you that there's 3 other person looking at the car, and you're probably the last one, stuff like that.
When an offer is too good to be true, it probably is. That being said, there are time from time to time good deals appear online. Okay, we cannot deny that. Sometimes somebody may be short of cash and is willing to let go of his rare beloved gem for below market value just for experience. These kind of things can happen, but you don't pay money before seeing the car.
Yeah.
You always physically go there.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the other day I saw that posting on Instagram where you had that AE86, that casing, and then you were saying that look out for this other guy. So I went and checked on his Instagram. He was the guy that was letting go of the 2002, is it?
Yes, correct.
The yellow color one. Because I saw it in Carlist. You had a yellow color 2002.
Yellow or orange?
It's greenish yellow.
Greenish yellow.
A BMW.
Yellow.
Yeah, BMW 202.
Okay.
That classic green yellow shade.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that. I remember seeing one orange one.
Orange one.
Well, if you're looking for one, you can look for Zybe Auto.
Really? I went through Carlist and I was looking at 202 and I saw that yellow color one. It looks identical to your friend.
Probably the same one.
Yeah.
But I mean, the scammers are getting more and more sophisticated with their game. There's no denying that. But as a consumer, the smart advice for you is don't put money down until you have established a certain level of trust with the seller.
Correct.
Yeah, until you have seen the car, you don't pay a single cent.
Correct.
I think many of these victims are also new internet newbies.
Or like new to e-commerce,
Yeah,
buying
exactly.
online, buying stuff online.
So they didn't expect to be cheated that way.
Yeah. There are a lot of good deals in the used car market. Personally, I would recommend
Especially Carlist, right?
well, I would recommend anybody to buy a used car. But of course, compared to buying a new car, okay, buying a used car, there are a lot more things to watch out for. Okay, you have to check that the documentation of the vehicle are sound. You also need to have a trusted mechanic to inspect the car for any damages plus wear and tear. Okay, wear and tear cannot be avoided, but you need to know how much wear and tear has the car accumulated so that you can budget a sum to refresh all the wear and tear. So you need to. There is more homework involved in terms of buying a used car. There are a lot of good deals in the used car market, but there is also a lot of additional homework involved before you can land yourself that good deal.
But I see used car dealers are getting more and more sophisticated as well these days. They are providing like
Aftermarket
warranties, aftermarket warranties and stuff like that.
I think the
just to
market
give you an assurance.
it's a very competitive market. It's a bit of, I think it's a buyer's market these days.
So in that regards, it's better for us, people like us who is looking for used car you know, that is still somewhat under warranty by the dealer.
Just don't be pressured into
Impulse buying.
Yeah, and don't put money down unless you are absolutely comfortable with what you see.
But sometimes the car is so rare. Like let's say the example that I brought out just now, the 2002. You know, it's like, you know, you can't see it anywhere. It's, you know, and then the fella is like selling at such a good deal, and you're like thinking, oh, you know. Okay,
yeah, but you see, the thing is that if that turns out to be a scam, then money that you part ways will be permanently gone, and you will never happen.
I mean, I what I'm trying to say essentially is I can understand why some people, you know, got into this kind of mess where they put in money and then they lost it like that.
Yeah.
Because some of the scammers, I guess, can be very enticing. In their
absolutely.
words, in their pictures, and they know how to pull the heartstring of enthusiasts, like car enthusiasts who love a particular model that is not available anymore.
Correct.
And all they're asking for is just a nominal deposit, right?
Correct. Perhaps like
If nominal
Not
deposit,
much.
if nominal deposit is 2-300 still okay. That's just a lesson. But the nominal deposit is like a few thousand. Oh, sakit hati, man.
Sakit hati.
Definitely, even 1,500, but definitely make the trouble, take the effort to go and view the car.
View the car, Bring a friend along, someone who is
Mechanic or whatever.
well-versed and
Bring a
experienced.
mechanic.
One of my experience with used car dealer is I actually went there and put a booking to buy a C-Class, and then that seller promised us this car accident-free. Okay, if got accident, I give you the car for free. I remember this very clearly. It's damn funny. It's in Sunway. I give you the car for free. Then me and my friends, we were there. We tested it and all that, but we wanted more assurance, so we brought the car to German Motors. German Motors to have it checked. And then they pull it up under carriage, look at it, and then they inspect. They said that this car got accident before, because they could see the joint at certain areas. And
actually, that was a very sensible move on your part. Bring the car to your trusted workshop. Guarantee. I mean, not say guarantee, but definitely more secure.
Yeah, correct.
You have to pay a small inspection fee, but that is a very worthwhile.
Correct, exactly. So I didn't end up buying. We brought it back.
Hey, the fella didn't give you the car for free.
He didn't give me the car for free. Then he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it," and stuff like that.
Oh?
Yeah.
It was another car?
Yeah. But he was so convinced, like he said, 100%, no accident. If accident, free.